This is Scam Sandwich, and you are about to see a $100,000 scam get stopped in its tracks. But first, let's talk about how all this started. You may have seen a pop-up like this one at some point in the past 20 years. It is a fake pop-up that a scammer will host somewhere on the internet, and you might click on it by mistake while searching for something. But it will lock your screen and tell you that your computer has been infected with a virus, and you are told to call the number on that pop-up, and you get linked up with a Microsoft impersonator who sounds something like this.
Thank you for calling in. Microsoft is speaking with Dan. How may I help you?
While claiming to work for Microsoft, he tells you that your computer has been hacked and that he must take remote access of your computer to correctly diagnose the problem.
Someone, is trying to get in hold of the information which you have on that particular machine. We need to go ahead and connect your computer to one of our Microsoft server.
This is all a lie meant to do two things. Number one, bolster the lie by showing you entirely made up information about the hackers, and two, see how much money you have in your bank account. Once they know how much money they can take from you, they spoof your bank's phone number and call you, and you will see that your bank is calling you on your caller ID, which once again bolsters the lie, and the bank confirms that hackers have access to your bank account and that they need to create a security account, in quotes, so you can move all of your money out of your compromised account and into the secure account where your funds can't be stolen. Not surprisingly, this security account actually belongs either to the scammer or a money mule, so as soon as you willingly transfer that money, it is gone forever. I got access to this scammer's computer pretty quickly, but before I could let him complete the scam, he labeled me as a prank caller and blocked me. But at this point, it didn't matter because I had full access. And I was able to pass my connection to some friends to spread my connection to two other PCs in that call center, which we found out is located in Punjab, India. These scammers were very active, and I found myself calling and warning several victims that same day before they lost their money, which is great, but these guys seemed very successful, had tons of victims, and this was all very concerning to say the least. I got tied up with other responsibilities and wasn't able to monitor this group of scammers for a couple of weeks, but when I did start monitoring them again, this happened. What the f***? Are you kidding me? What you're seeing here is me viewing three scammers' PCs in this call center. In the upper right, you can see one of the scammers using remote software to view the victim's webcam as he instructs the victim how to properly pack the money, which was later confirmed to be $100,000, into a shoebox to be FedExed to the scammers.
Let me secure the call lines. Meanwhile, go ahead and wrap the box, okay?
I'm going to let this footage continue playing in the background while I go into detail about what happened next. I needed to dig into the files on the scammer's PC to hopefully find the victim's contact information, and when I found this info, I immediately contacted AVAH, who you may have heard me mention before. They specialize in working with victims to ensure that they have access to all the resources necessary to hopefully recover from scams like these. They are amazing, and you will find a link to their social media in the description of this video. Please go give them some support. At this point, the victim started receiving a flurry of phone calls and text messages from myself and AVAH, but it's in the scammer's script to convince victims that they can't pick up the phone for anybody, whether it's their family, their friends, the person at the bank, no matter who it is. They could be the scammer. They could be the one who's hacking the computer of the victim. So they effectively brainwashed the victim into thinking that nobody is to be trusted. We tried calling the victim's work, and apparently he owns the business there, and so we spoke to his employee, and we were able to convince her to try and knock on the door where the victim was packing all this money. We can see him crack the door and shoo her away because the scammers are successfully playing on the victim's fear that anyone, even the scammer's co-workers or employees, could be involved in the hacking of the victim's computer. Eventually, the victim gets the $100,000 packed, and we can see him leave the room to head to FedEx. But at this point, he's received dozens of phone calls, voicemails, and text messages informing him that he has been scammed, and he doesn't know who to believe now. He finally becomes suspicious of the scammer and starts to ask more questions, and at this point, I'm listening to the scammer trying to talk him down. Apparently, the victim has driven to the parking lot of his bank instead of to the FedEx after receiving all the calls from AVAH and myself, and here we can finally hear the scam crumble and fall apart.
What was supposed to happen? We were supposed to secure the funds. Didn't happen. Did not happen. Have a glass of water for yourself. You are tired. You're exhausted. Have a glass of water. And before you do anything, block this person. You already have gotten inside your phone. He's giving you messages. He's sending you things for no reason. Have a glass of water. Have a glass of water. Take some rest. Think with a peace of mind. Can you hear me, sir? Are you there? बार बार बंद हो रहा है यार आईपी मेरा कैसे हैक द सिस्टम क्या रहे हैं बार बार नंबर क्यों मिट जाता है बहनचोद ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा मुझे स्विच ऑफ हो गया फोन या दूसरी कॉल पे वो चला गया चला गया कस्टमर यार, माँ चोद दी कस्टमर की पूरी। कह रहा है बैंक जाके बोलूंगा आयरिस से बात कराओ मेरी।
Stopping this $100,000 scam was a major victory for us and the victim. However, after speaking with him, we discovered that he had already sent out 2 shipments, one for $53,000 and one for $43,000, which matches what you're seeing right here in the scammer's notes on his computer. This makes the final payload nearly $200,000 for these scammers. The money that he has already sent, the $96,000, is gone forever. He sent it willingly, and there's nothing that the bank can do to get that money back. I'm posting this video because talking to scammers can be funny, and it's easy to lose sight of how serious these scams are. The victim in this video is a successful business owner. His line of work requires extensive education. He is not a stupid person, nor is he computer illiterate. This can affect anybody. I'm imploring you to reach out to your loved ones and educate them about these types of scams. Show them scam baiting videos. Talk to them about remote access software used by scammers. Spread awareness as much as possible, because scam baiters cannot stop these scams permanently. The collective effort between all of us puts a significant dent in scamming, and we're going to keep doing that. But it is my belief that the greatest defense against these scams is education. If you can identify a scam like this, you can't be a victim. Expectedly, my connection to these scammers disappeared after a couple more days of surveillance, because that was likely the largest payload they've had in a long time, if not ever. So this was a big loss for them, and they couldn't risk another one like it. So they reformatted their hard drives, and they're likely still up and running somewhere else. I'm going to leave you here at the end with the full call between the scammer and the victim, barring the victim's voice for privacy reasons. But it's a great example of what scammers will do to brainwash their victims, to convince them that they are from Microsoft or that they are from the victim's bank. And it's sickening. I mean, they pull out all the stops here. They were desperate at the end to save that $100,000, and they lost it, and that's a win. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Our priority over here right now, at this moment, is to get this activity taken care, because after that I'm going to be on the call with you. After that, if you like to speak with someone else, like your bank representative or someone from the Federal Reserve Department, it will be done for you. Alright? But you need to understand that everything follows with the pattern, and things happens righteously thereafter. We will be at a winning end, not at the losing end. So that is the reason I'm asking you, it's my request, to let us just get it done with this, because by the end of the day, whatever questions you are asking, I am here on the call with you till the time we fix this together. That's my promise to you, sir. The imposter is in one of the branches only. They are putting up surveillance. There will be a security surveillance which is going on already from the headquarters of your bank. Why this amount of information is being leaked? You need to understand it's your account numbers which were leaked. You need to understand it's your telephone numbers which were leaked. And that's how this hacker got help to hack you online on your bank accounts. Nobody can break into bank security. Just think about this for a moment, that whether I'm making logic to you or not, whether I'm making sense to you or not. Alright? Just think about it. That why today only, and how you've been hacked, what kind of data I'm talking about which has been leaked, with the help of which the hackers got through you. Somebody got the news who was anxious to steal from you. Somebody who is willingly to take your money. Alright? I don't think so that will be a neighbor. I don't think so that will be a family member. I don't think so that will be a friend. Who could that be who knew that you have withdrawn money from your bank account? A banker or a person who works inside the bank. And we are trying our level best to defend you against these people. Alright? I'll tell you what happens. If this gets jeopardized, we will have to start over everything again. Everything, re-investigation, time consuming, right? More people being involved, more chaos for you. You'll be stuck under the investigation from the local branch as well as the headquarters as well as the federal. And that is the reason there is a pattern which I'm talking about. Things happens with a pattern. We plan so that we do not make you feel uncomfortable. you do not get bothered that much, so that in a given time period, we get you out of this box which you're stuck in. It's like stepping on gum. You have to scrape it off, and to scrape it off, it takes time. No one plans to step on a gum, sir. No one does that. It happens. All of these things happens. Let's do it. Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. How about I go ahead and fix an appointment with a live person? All right, with a live person, so that you can directly meet him, directly talk to him, get all the evidences, what we are discussing right now, because I can do that. That's the only reason your call got transferred to me, because I do have the authority to do all of that. How about I do that for you? All right. Certainly I cannot do that, not right now, as you know the time. All right. Certainly it is not possible at this moment. I'll tell you something, sir. I'll tell you something, sir. If no, I'm not gonna. I'm again telling you the same thing. I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna push you back inside the box, which I'm trying to get you out from. I'm not gonna do that. I'm also not gonna go ahead and make you scared of me, that you're not gonna talk to me ever again. You're not gonna trust, the company again. I'm not gonna do that either. All right. What I'm promising you right now, currently at this moment, that I'm gonna go ahead and make you meet a live person from the Federal Reserve Department as soon as it is possible. As soon as it is possible, and that is a promise from a senior at the Fraud Prevention Department, at the Anti-Hacking Department. And I will personally now take care of this case, so that you get everything in writing, you get to meet a person, live person, you get to know all the information, what's going to happen. Everything will be done by me. That's my job. You'll not be talking with anyone else. All right? I'll take the responsibility of everything, sir. Sir, I understand. I'm again telling you, I'm not pushing you back inside the box. What I'm trying to do over here is not justifying what I do. I'm trying to justify what should be done, what has to be done. All right? I'm trying to justify the situation to you, sir. I'm not trying to convince you that, you know what, he's right, I am wrong, or I am right, he's wrong. I'm not trying to convince you that. That's up to you totally. You've been dealing with us from past 15 days, 2 weeks. You never had an issue like this before. Why today? You need to ask this question to yourself. Why today? It's not a conspiracy which I'm talking about over here. Right? Nothing can be conspired against, a lawful man. Nothing can be conspired against a regular person like you and me. Why someone would want to conspire against me and you in the first place? No, it doesn't make any sense. All right? But yes, that could happen. That if a person works in a particular, association, wants to steal your money and gets to know that you already have taken a high value amount of money from your account, he must be curious. He must be anxious. He must know what's going on. He should know what's going on. Everybody, I am also taking it very seriously. My department takes it very seriously. Sir. And I am again telling you, sir, I am again telling you. I know that you do not have any identities if you're asking. I know that you haven't met any person, live to speak about this, right? I know that. And that is the reason I am giving you my word over the recorded line that you will be able to meet with a person from the Federal Department to clear the air. You will be able to get all the documentation which is needed via mail and email too. Okay? I am promising you that on a recorded line right now. But you need... I'm letting your bank manager know what is the trouble which is going on right now. Alright? They will go ahead and call your headquarters. Alright? They will go ahead and ask someone from the requested branches which are not under the surveillance. You will get the call from the branch telephone number. Not from any other random number, a branch number. No, no, I'm not, again, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to convince you anything. I told you that particular thing. I'm just trying to justify my job over here. That's all. I'm not trying to convince you for anything, sir. Alright? I'm just trying to do my job over here. Trust me, because no, you're wrong at this. You're wrong at this. If you're asking me that there is nothing terrible wrong will happen, there will be something terrible happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not after a week, but it will happen because that particular person will now know that you caved the first time. How come this person knows that you have given his telephone number to us? Have you ever asked this question to yourself? That how come this person knows? If he's trying to help you, why he's hacking your computer system, looking at your screen and seeing that you're rolling up your sleeves, giving the information to Microsoft? Does it is he a ghost? Can he travel through walls? No, he was in your computer system. Sir, tell me something. Tell me something. I'm trying to protect you from that person. Why would I want to talk with that person? Why would I do that? That's just wasting my time. My priority concern is you. My priority concern is not that person. Because he has hit on that particular spot which he knew things will become worse. And that is to make the customer distrust the organization he's been dealing with from the day one. Getting my point? I'm telling you, he will keep on, he will not stop unless and until you will block the telephone number. He will not stop. Whatever I've told you is take a deep breath, block this telephone number, get some water for yourself. First of all, hydrate yourself, let your brain think straight, and then go back home. That's all I've said. How come? बार बार बंद हो रहा है यार आईपी मेरा कैसे हैक द सिस्टम क्या कह रहे हैं क्या कह रहे हैं एक तो इसमें डिटेल नहीं आ रही मेरे पास बार बार नंबर क्यों मिट जाता है भैंचो ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा मुझे उठा लिया भाई उसने उसका फोन स्विच ऑफ हो गया फोन यार दूसरी कॉल पे वो चला गया कस्टमर यार माँ चोद दी कस्टमर की पूरी इसके कंप्यूटर में क्या निकला था क्या कह रहा है बैंक जाके बोलूंगा आयरिस से बात कराओ मेरी नहीं कुछ मत लिख यार अब बता क्या निकला है भाई इसमें
तो तुम्हारे कस्टमर से पैसे नहीं लिए ना उसको स्क्रीन पे दिखे हैं ना उसको स्क्रीन पे दिखा है कस्टमर बैठा हुआ इतनी गड्डियां लेके उससे पूछो ना कि वो अभी भी मैसेज कर रहा है कि आप ये वो अभी भी ये मैसेज कर रहा है कि आप स्लीव फोल्ड कर रहे हो और ये कर रहे हो और वो कर रहे हो
This is Matthew again. We got cut off. I'm telling you, sir. He will do that. He will not sleep. He will call you till the midnight as well if he wants to, if he needs to. Why he picked a specific day to jeopardize everything? It's as simple as that. What was supposed to happen? We were supposed to secure the funds. Didn't happen. Did not happen. I like you to first of all, I understand, I like you to first of all have a glass of water. Have a glass of water for yourself. You are tired, you're exhausted, have a glass of water. Alright? And before you do anything, block this person. Take some rest, think with a peace of mind. These kind of things, you already have been informed from the headquarters of bank that you will receive these calls, you will get text messages, you will be threatened, haven't you? Haven't you told about the same thing before? That this will happen, you will get calls. Why we suggest our customers all the time to not answer anonymous calls? There is a reason. When we know what's going on, we always plan all the certain type of protocol which is needed. We do that. Okay? Can you hear me, sir? Are you there?